Rapid urbanization usually involves a rise in the number of apartments. As conversion to concrete jungles continues, it's difficult to find villages in small towns in Korea's capital. But now some are trying to turn things around. For our news features tonight, Mok-yeon sheds light on such efforts.
The neighborhood of Gaebong Samdong, located in Seoul's Guro district, is a low-rise residential area that had fallen into disrepair. Most of its public facilities, including roads, alleys, and playgrounds, were neglected for a long time. But in recent years, there have been signs of significant change.
2 years ago, this place was deserted. It has since been rebuilt, and it's now a community hall where villagers can take a rest and spend time with each other.
At the community hall, the locals can take classes in yoga and singing or learn to make jam from fresh fruit.
The first thing was that university students came and took a look at the inconveniences residents were facing. They started by renovating the stone steps and installed security cameras for us. We're very thankful and we're proud of them.
These students were able to make a difference with the help of Seoul City's Residential Environment Management Program. The program first began in 2009. It puts on a contest in which university students select underdeveloped areas and submit ideas on how to improve living conditions, which they could get a chance to implement under the guidance of their professor.
We've held this competition on a yearly basis, and for the past 8 years, a total of 580 applications have been submitted. Out of those, 8 have been selected and have been turned into real projects.
The program doesn't end with the students just handing over their plans. Some participants stay on the villages as advocates, serving as a liaison between residents and city officials. North of the Han River in Seodaemungu district, the neighborhood of Hongjae-samdong is getting some help from 2 students and a professor. The team of 3 looked at the way the residents live and the inconveniences they face and came up with solutions such as installing security lights, painting the walls of kindergartens so people don't dump garbage outside them, and holding get-togethers for the villagers.
By working here on site every day, I realized that things are very different from what I've learned from books. I learned that we should look more carefully at the people and their way of life too.
At first, we were planning to focus on the architecture side of the project, but later we realized that creating a community spirit is more important. So we are now trying to get people together and help them share opinions that can develop the village.
Thanks to the efforts of the team, Seoul City said it will provide some $1.8 million for the development of the village, dispatching experts and installing facilities that could boost the participation of its residents. Locals say the neighborhood has had a new energy since the team started their work.
We're learning a lot from these students. I was able to meet neighbors I hadn't met before, and more people greet each other in the streets. I think other residents are also slowly trying to make efforts to change the village.
The professor supervising the team says all these efforts are to make a happier place for people to live in.
Ultimately, people want to live in a place where there is happiness and harmony. And I think happiness comes from small actions where people can comfortably share their opinions with their neighbors. So we want to create a platform for residents to communicate with each other.
The team, along with the villagers of Hongjae-samdong, have been cooperating for the past 3 years to build a better village. As so, Seoul City plans to continue with its residential environment management program in the coming years and lift up more neighborhoods in need of a hand. Mok-yeon, Arirang News.